If you want to be a concept artist, but you can't make your concept, then don't try to make your concept. Before my message gets mislead, I want to address the issue. Most of you who get into the concept art would actually focusing on the wrong stuff. There are two major skills that you need to learn before you make your own design. Why we need this two skill? Because just tell me, when you get into a concept art, how many of you feel confused in the middle of stage? Or how many of you can't even make your own concept? Like you make a 2D sketch, but you can't bring it into a 3D because you don't know how to finish the model. Like how many of you? If you are type of the one, you can just watch the full video and learn the information and then get started your concept design. But if you already know how to make your concept, then you can click off this video. Alright, now what are those two skills? One which is shape and the second one which is function. These are the 80% of the work. If you can learn them, the rest is just easy. Let me give a quick introduction of the shapes and the function. So shape is what determines the look of your design, because if you can come up with a good shapes, your design either looks flat or you can continue the design. And next is the function. So function plays a huge role. So think of function as something like a blueprint of your design or something like a structure of your design. If you don't have a proper function or your function looks meaningless, then there is the most chances that your design looks meaningless. You can fake the mechanism with like cylinders and cubes, but that often looks less believable and it doesn't bring the interest to your design. Now we'll get into on how to learn those things, but before that, I want to address the issue even more clear. So the problem is, most beginners who get into the concept art would just learn the hard part. Like think of concept design as 3 different chapters, like a game. So what we usually need to do is, we need to play the first and the second chapter and then we need to move on to the third chapter. But most of us would do the quite opposite. Like we just start to play the hard game, like the hard level. Yes, you can learn some skill. Yes, you can understand how difficult the path is and how hard it is and how confusing it is. But the skill that you get from playing the tough game is very low. But when you properly understand and when you properly move, you can able to make a good progress in a less period of time. Now let's see how we can learn those two skills. So the first one, which is shapes. So how you can able to develop your brain to coming up with different shapes. It's very simple. Start by making a real world object. Just look around you. There could be a tons of different gadgets and tons of different unique shapes. Just take that, have inspiration, or pick it in your hand and then start modeling it. And this is where we get stuck. The real world objects are really complicated and really tough to design, because most of us used to make a sci-fi stuff. Sci-fi is easier than a real world object. And how many of you can agree with me that sci-fi design is less detailed than a real world object? Most of us. Because sci-fi means we just simplify the things with some aesthetic shapes, and most of the sci-fi designs are meaningless, and we'll come that in a different video. But the goal is, when you're designing a real world object, you might be faced with a lot of obstacles. Like you don't know how to approach the design, you have confused on the proportions, or you might be get into a geometry issue when you try to model that. But once you can able to model those shapes, it's very easy. And there are a couple of channels that can teach you on shapes, and one channel I find very interesting, which is Josh. So Josh from Blender Bros can teach you on shape languages, shape designs. So if I sometimes don't know how to make my shape looks interesting, I just hop into this video and then start watching his content. Like the way he just teaches on bevel and the Boolean operation, which really helps you to coming up with some nice design and a visually appealing shape to your design. And yeah, that's something I really watch if I confused. So that is one way of learning shapes. And next, which is function. So this is the most boring and most confusing part, because we don't really like to make anything like engineered and working mechanism. If you like it, that's good, but most of the time it's very confusing and it's very hard to implement. I'm not saying you should have to be an engineer. If you want to be engineered, that's really good. But what I'm trying to say is that bring the believability to your design. So knowing certain things like how the hydraulic joint works, how the ball joint works, and how to interlock two objects would really beneficial to your design. Because hard surface modeling is all about functions. It can be like a truck, a mech, or even a gun. They have functions. So when you can bring that real world physics and real world connections to your design, it absolutely looks believable rather than stacking more cubes and cylinders and stuffing it and calling it as a mechanism. That's fake. So yeah, you can learn the skills just by watching some video on engineering stuff. Like you can spend some time on a different topic. Like let's say if I want to make a truck or a car, I would just spend some time on figuring out the types of suspension, because there are many types of suspension depending on the type of vehicle. So I would study that, I would understand how the parts connected. Maybe I could watch a video on how to assemble the suspension system. Like these things can really help me to coming up with some ideas and some of the understanding that I needed. And it depends on it can be depends on the type of model you want to model. Like if you want to make a mech, there could be a less resources, because there is no real references exist for a military type of a robot. Like if you want to make a mech that could shoot enemies, you might have to find your things by yourself. Like you have to be like a little creative on finding the joints and finding the mechanism, but it should be like available. You just have to be creative. So learning function can really helps you, and when you're combining with rigging, that really helps your value as a 3D artist, because when you can able to make something functional and also can rig that adds a lot of value to your design. So yeah, functions plays a huge role, and the shapes and the functions are like 80% of the work. Any design, if you want to make any concept, shapes and the design, shapes and the function is like 80% of the work. If you can come up and if you have a clear understanding on that, the rest is very easy. You just have to assemble them and make your concept. So if you're a beginner who want to be a concept artist but you don't have the direction, just follow this approach. For the next few days, just trying to make an interesting shape by looking around your home or any references that you can able to manage, and then start making the shape. It doesn't matter how complicated is it. What matters is how creative that shape is, how creative that you can able to bring that shape. So study shapes and functions and then get into concept art. So that way it could be less confusing and it's actually fun if you want to be a concept artist. So these are the two skills that I would use if I starting my concept design from scratch. And if you want to learn more about on concept design, like after you master this thing, if you want to learn concept design, I already create a playlist where I share on how to sketch and how to take that into a 3D block out and how to collect references, then how to finish the design like fully raw. It's a bit edited, like I don't share the full clip, but I share all the information that you need to understand the concept design very clearly. So if you have a time, go and check that out. And if you want to know any information, or if you want me to break any topic, just let me know in the comment section so that I can make a full dedicated video on that and we both can solve the problem. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.